welcome back to the Porch Sessions here in a beautiful, gorgeous... Is this spring yet? It's January. Is January spring?
January, not quite there.
Are you sure? I mean, it feels like spring
feels
out
like
here.
it.
Well, that's the great thing about living in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. You know, I wanted to say thank you guys for being here. We've got Ralph Nix and the CatFish GosPel here. We've got Lance, Jenny, and Abby. Thank you for being here. And
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
I want to point out something to you guys here. We are in Mississippi, as we've pointed out. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, we all have shoes on.
We all have shoes.
CMT, we have shoes.
It's the only pair I have.
Oh, man. So it's really great to have you guys here. We've had a few thwarted attempts at getting you guys on here, and today we almost had another one when the power went out, but fortunately we prevailed, and here we are. So I want to just say you guys have got one of the best band names ever.
Thank you.
I love that name. And, you know, tell me about where did it come from?
I guess that would be me. Ralph Nix is my great-grandfather. And I've told it before in saying that he was a teller of tall tales, and the more he told them, the taller they got. So I spent quite a bit of time with him when I was a child, and there was two things he really loved, and music and the church. And it made him feel good. It filled him as much as you could see a man be filled. So that's just kind of carrying on his name and what he represented in my life. And his daughter, my grandmother, was a beautiful singer. And her and my granddaddy did the local tours for gospel music. And I grew up in that environment, and it was beautiful to watch. So I'm just carrying on the name just for his sake.
Where does the catfish come from?
Well, a lot of the
there's got to be a story behind this one.
Sure.
So.
A lot of the lessons that that he taught me, or the fables that he taught me, the tales, were on the dam of a catfish pond. He loved the Lord, and he loved his catfish. So that's where the catfish comes from.
True Southern style, right?
Indeed,
there.
it is.
That's fantastic. And now, tell me about you guys.
Well, let's see. I met Jenny when I first came to the South about 8 years ago.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Los Angeles. I was born and raised in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I'm not sure.
Know.
I've heard about it.
I don't remember because
where is Los Angeles?
That's
in Canada. That's right.
Canada,
Yeah,
yes.
right.
Yeah, and I came here completely by a fluke, and I met Jenny, and she was playing drums like a big, strong man. And that's funny because now she's the stand-up bass player with us. And Lance, we met through a mutual man who I ended up marrying.
Yes, indeed.
A mutual
I love these
man.
stories.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And now, you're from Los Angeles, Canada.
Yes, Los Angeles, Canada. Los Angeles, Norway.
Right.
And where are you from?
I'm from Petal, Mississippi.
Right on. That's right down the street.
Right down the road. Right.
It's over the bridge.
Right over the bridge.
Right,
we wear
right,
shoes most of the time.
I even saw a shoe store there one time.
I think that there used to be
that's not
one.
true.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think is so cool? You know, we've had I guess you guys are probably our 12th or 13th artists we've had on here, and I think it's so interesting how so many people get their start in the church.
Right.
And so your background was that, and your
Absolutely.
background was that as well too. And you're much like me. I'm kind of been from all over the place and landed in the South, and absolutely love it here. So you guys do a combination. What would you call your music?
It's a compromise is what I would call our music.
That's great.
When Abby and I first started singing together, there was, I won't call it conflict because, you know, it's just a natural growth process, but it was a compromise between her and I, my traditional Southern style and wanting to stay in the church harmonies and that, and then Abby coming from a, what would you call it?
I would say musical theater turned metal.
Yeah. I call it all over the shop, but people call it different things.
Basically.
Yeah. So we spent about a year, maybe, or a year and a half, trying to find common ground, a stone that would hold both of us, so to speak.
Nice.
So that's what gives us our sound. And fortunately for both of us, Jennifer came along, and she's our rock.
She's our mathematician and our scientist.
She understands the songs on a level that I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about half the time, but it's great.
Great. So now we're going to hear our first song. You said is called $20 Bill, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said you referred to this as a
killing song.
killing song. And it's family friendly, right?
Absolutely family friendly. I guess there is a small moral lesson in it, but it's family friendly. It's about sacrifices that I guess mothers and parents are willing to make for their children. And this is actually an unfortunate story of a child getting caught up in some of those decisions.
Well, I look forward to hearing it. So,
Thank you very much.
and Ralph Nix the CatFish GosPel with $20 bill. Excellent.
All right, ladies, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, when I see the sun drowning out the night, oh, I just hang my head, 'cause on this day I died. Well, 50 long years, a lifetime came and went, but today will be that day, the day my soul repents. Oh, sing. Well, I was just a boy, ain't even made my teens, when I saw a man treat my mother mean. I did not understand. Oh, I did not know there was a $20 bill on the nightstand. They kept me from the cold, so I grabbed my daddy's pistol. I set the record straight, yeah. My mother watched me do it, Lord, and hung her head in shame. No. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's warm upon my face. I know that I'm in a better place. My mother's to my right, my Savior's to my left. He says that $20 bill, son, found no need to accept. Oh, hang. Drowning out the night, oh, I just hang my head,